Hi, welcome to Simply Scuba. Here we have the Xdeep Hydros TECxs System. So this is a sort of fully assembled backplate and wing system that you can just simply bolt your twinset onto. You've got 40 pounds of lift, which is plenty for twin 7s, twin 12s or even twin 15s. The strong, tough stainless steel backplate, that's where the rigidity comes from. Plenty of lift in that wing, and you have a standard simple single piece DIR harness. If we start over the left hand shoulder, so the inflator comes over from the center of the wing over your left hand shoulder. It's kept in position with this little rubber loop up here over the top of the shoulder. So that's just held in place over this 2-inch webbing through a simple tri-glider. That's just a simple rubber loop. So you can move that up and around. As you can see, the inflator isn't too long. It's a nice length, especially by the time it's gone over your shoulder as well. Standard K-style inflator, very quick and easy to get your head around. Inflate button and deflate, and you've got your oil inflation valve as well. Moving down the shoulders, so this is a single piece 2-inch webbing strap. It's semi-rigid, it's got a nice amount of give to it, but it's got a certain amount of strength to it as well, so that's going to hold the D-rings in position. Comes as standard with a single pre-bent D-ring over each shoulder. Of course you can move them up and down as with any standard DIR setup. These tri-gliders use the serrated tri-gliders, which means they're very strong and they're not going to move at all. They thread through your backplate, which is a standard size stainless steel backplate. This is going to weigh about 2.5 kilos. Plenty of attachment points, so if you want to take it off and bolt a single tank adapter or just single webbing harness, single cam band, sorry, you can thread that through. Plenty of attachment points down the sides to attach sort of independent air sources and anything else. And at the bottom you have a long rail instead of just a single hole 11 inches apart. That just means bolting on your 12s or your single tank adapter is a lot easier and a lot quicker. Down at the bottom it comes as standard with a soft crotch strap. So a softer webbing than the rest of the harness, so it's a bit more comfortable. Moving down, looking at the waistband as well, comes with a left-hand straight D-ring on that, just to clip off your stages or your gauges. Moving around to a quick release, standard sort of weight belt style quick release buckle. And then your crotch strap is going to loop over the top of that, and you have a fixed D-ring on the front of that, and another one down, so that's a movable straight D-ring that you can have just in the small of your back. Now the wing itself, you have an overpressure valve down in your left-hand kidney, just a one-way dump valve, so you can purge some air out of that, and a nice little cord that you can adjust. Turning the whole system around. They come as standard with some retaining bolts just to hold it all together, but you can take them out and fit your twinning bolts or your single tank adapter onto that. And the wing itself has a nice big open space, so if you're using twins, even larger twins up to 15s, you still have plenty of space in the center. The inflation hose comes straight out of the center, so it's not going to interrupt or get in the way of your valves. And you can access the internal bladder, because this is a two-part bladder. You've got the internal bladder and this outer shell, which is made out of a tough nylon cordura that just protects that inner bladder from the usual wear and tear of diving. So you can get through into that internal bladder using this zipper that goes all the way around the donut bladder. Just means that you can get into it, you can patch any holes, or you can swap that bladder out at a later date if you need to. So the shape of the bladder gives you a nice natural trim in the water without too much adjustment. So you still have sort of enough adjustment just to get you nice and horizontal in the water, but as standard this gives you a nice center of gravity when it's got some sort of air and buoyancy in it. That's going to hold you nice and trim in the water. So perfect for anyone who's just sort of starting out twinset diving. If you're on twin 7s, twin 12s, twin 10s, even 15s, it's got plenty of lift for you. Very, very tough, very reliable, and that standard DIR setup is recognized all around the world. And that's the Xdeep Hydros TECxs System. If you missed my latest episode of Scuba Tube, you can click on that link up there to watch that. Thanks for watching and safe diving.